सदाशिवसमारम्भं शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्परम्. Welcome you all with love and bliss. The aim of today's session is how to be mentally strong. In today's world, the most important issue today is being mentally weak. What are the three different things that make us extremely strong from within? No matter what is the age group today, all of them suffer with a similar fatigue called a mental strength is low. The mental weakness is on a high. So what are those three things which we can do to keep ourselves strong mentally? The motive from Lord Shiva which we can take is, he is the destroyer of the illusions. Stays calm under all situations, under extreme situations, for all the hardships. He has only one mantra to stay calm. The first step, the top tip to be mentally strong all the time is to stay calm and steady under all circumstances. Life is like an ocean. Life is like an ocean. It can never be still. Sometimes it's extremely still, and sometimes it's very turbulent. Life is similar to an ocean. It's turbulent at times, it's extremely still at times, but Lord Shiva always says that you have to be calm under extreme conditions. You have to invoke that mantra of Namah Shivaya, which will keep you grounded all the time. Under any conditions, you just invoke Lord Shiva and chant Om Namah Shivaya. That will keep you always grounded, that will give you the illusionless feature. The destruction of illusions feature of Lord Shiva can be invoked by invoking Lord Shiva into you, which is Om Namah Shivaya. The second step is build a mental resilience. This one word called resilience we have been often hearing since childhood. Resilience. Resilience is a kind of a toughness. It's an experiential toughness. It's a glorified toughness wherein resilience in simple words is a rise and recover. Is a fall and recover. Is a rise and recover. Is a fall and recover from circumstances immediately, mentally, is what is resilience. So build your mental resilience from within. Undercome whatever may the conditions, I will bounce back should be the mantra. Build that kind of resilience where you can rise and recover instantly, and that's what is Lord Shiva is guiding you all the time with his deeds. You must have heard of a story of Samudra Manthan, which is quite a popular story in many scriptures. We have seen that, and definitely all of you must have heard of it. There is a small observation in that story. If you see, there was Amrut and there was Halahal. When the halahal has turned out in volumes, nobody, neither the gods or the demons, were ready to take it up. But Lord Shiva came forward and he has consumed, he has drank the halahal, the poison. And then the second thing what he has done is he has stopped the halahal at his throat, and that is why his name is Nilakant. Just because of that. And why did he stop there? It's an act to guide us in that way. He stopped the poison, the halahal at the throat, just to make sure that inside divinity in him, the inside divinity in him should not be destroyed under any circumstances. And he did not put it out of the throat just because he wanted to even save the universe. So he wanted to save the universe from the poison, and he even wanted not to destroy his inner self. This is the biggest sutra that Lord Shiva has been telling us, that for the sake of external circumstances, don't take them in and spoil your internal peace, your internal divinity. And similarly, do not throw it out and cause harm to others. The simple sutra is, do not throw the negativity out and spoil the situations around the world and around your society and around your family and around your workspace or whatever, and do not consume it totally and spoil your inner divinity, your inner peace. That's what Lord Shiva is all about. Such a simple story we've been hearing since childhood, but the learning in this is that do not spoil your inner space, inner divinity, and simultaneously keep your things around clean without spoiling them. So the observation here is that under whatever circumstances, I will be steady and calm. I will be steady and calm, and definitely do not spoil the things around. This is what is step 2 is all about. So, the step 2 was building mental resilience. The step 2 was building mental resilience the way Lord Shiva has done. We may not embody him, we may not copy him totally, but it's not about halal all the time in life. The circumstances are toxic, not on a daily level, but sometimes at times the circumstances are toxic. Ensure that you just keep them here. Do not get to the heart, do not get to the head. Just keep it here, do not spit it out as well. So that's about building resilience is step 2. And the step 3, friends, is love yourself. Love yourself. Lord Shiva says his self-awareness is the biggest act of love for yourself. Do not go and get carried away by the time. Fear not the time which comes in. Value the timelessness inside you. Fear not the time which comes on. Fear not the tough times which come on. Value the timelessness which is inside you. You are timeless. You are eternal. Your self-awareness should be on a peak. The self-awareness, the self-inquiry leads you to self-love. Love yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. Only then you can be compassionate to the world around. If you do not love yourself, you cannot be compassionate to the world around. And when you cannot be compassionate to the world around, you cannot be mentally strong to take on the hardships of this 21st century. So once a rishi approached Lord Shiva in the Mount Kailasa and asked him, how do I be calm and composed? And how do I love myself when there are so many people blaming me all the time, and there's so many toxic people around me blaming me for circumstances, saying so many things about me in a negative way? How could I still be still? That's what the rishi asked the Lord Shiva, when the Lord Shiva was still in a very calm stature. He is a composure. He is an emblem of calmness and peace, like Lord Dakshinamurti, one of his avatara. He said, take this mirror and check it out. And the rishi has looked at the mirror and said, whom can you see on the mirror? He said, myself. So can you see that anger? Can you see that frustration? No. It's all those things that the things the toxic people are saying about you, the allegations which people are putting onto you are just like the dust on the mirror. They can be cleaned instantly. And the process of cleaning is nothing but Atma Vichara, or the self-inquiry. The process of cleaning that mirror and the allegations and the toxicity onto you, which is sprayed onto you, is nothing but self-inquiry, the Atma Vichara, as said by Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. So it's always about, not about what people are saying about you, it's about how you take it on. If you take it on, that can be a reflection onto the head, onto the heart, and it can be seen on your face. So mirror is like something where you need not be looking at the things which they have said. You just see the essence of yourself, and that can be achieved only with self-inquiry or Atma Vichara. So the essence of the entire story of the mirror story of Lord Shiva is that toxicity which is sprayed onto you on a daily level, from different levels of people, is just about how seriously you take it. If you do not take it, you love yourself. You just see yourself, your essence, but you do not see those things. So the third step is love yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. Love yourself in such a way. Self-awareness is about self-love. And when you love yourself, when you compassionately love yourself, when you are true to yourself, you can be true to your society around, your family around, and definitely the toxicity doesn't play onto you. It can play on to you only when you don't love yourself, when you know what your essence is. You are the Brahman. You are the universal consciousness. You can love yourself. Nothing else. So the third step is love yourself. And you start on a daily basis. You start on a daily basis by saying that I am that reflection of love. You start your day by saying that I am that reflection of love. And I will live today with utmost peace and tranquility. Come whatever, I would not care about the tough times which are coming on to me, but I'm more worried about the timelessness inside me. I'm not bound to this kal. I'm not bound to this time. I'm eternal. And when you think that you're not bound to anything, then you're eternal. You're timeless. Think of your mind as divinity. Think of your mind as divinity, and you chant the word Om Namah Shivaya every day. You invoke that mantra of Om Namah Shivaya. You invoke the mantra of Arunachala Shiva every day. You invoke that mantra into you, and you will live on with peace and harmony, because it gives you, it grounds you. The word mantra Om Namah Shivaya grounds you to the eternal reality of Lord Shiva. The undestructible calmness, the unshakable calmness of Lord Shiva can be invoked into you with the mantra Om Namah Shivaya. The third step, as I said, is love yourself, be compassionate to yourself. The other things to keep in mind is start your day by feeling divine. I am the divine being, I am the Brahman. The second thing is chant the mantra of Om Namah Shivaya and invoke the Lord Shiva into you with tranquility. It will ground yourself to the essence of what you are really. So it's all about how you take it. This body is like a temple. This body is like a temple. Treat it every day. You invite divinity into a temple. Visit any of your temple around. You will see that the temple is cleansed on a daily level. To invite the divinity that God brings into the temple. And in a similar way, the body is a temple. You need to cleanse it. Cleanse all the bad emotions. Cleanse all the toxicity which is thrown onto you from various corners. Just throw it off by following these three steps. And invite the divinity, the Lord Shiva, into you. Om Namah Shivaya. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva.